Well, hello, traders and investors. Today is August 21st, 2020. It's definitely 2020. My name is Roger Scott. I'm the head trader for Wealth Press. And let's start with the global news, and then we'll go into major economic data. And then I want to talk about two stocks that are breaking out and pulling back. So today is Pullback Friday. So let's get into it right now. Global shares were mostly higher as hopes for the COVID vaccine are spreading. Asian benchmark rallied. There were gains on Wall Street led by big tech. Big tech is leading once again. We saw a 2-week period where consumer discretionary, where a lot of retailers were making headlines, but now it appears that large cap tech is on the rise again. Reports that Pfizer's vaccine is on track to see October regulatory review boost sentiment. That is huge, 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 because Pfizer right now is the number one phase 3 company that pays dividends that's supposed to come out with a vaccine. Also supporting market sentiment was comments from Chinese Commerce Ministry on Thursday that China and U.S. trade envoys will hold a meeting on the phone in the near future. Yeah, how many times have they done that already? To discuss agreement aiming to resolve their tariff war. Yeah, I'll see it when I believe it. I don't think they're going to resolve anything. No details on timing were given. White House economic advisor said talks were part of the process implementing the U.S.-China trade deal. Yeah, good luck with that. You know, I'm going to say right now, I appreciate what Trump is doing. I think it's really great to get this trade war agreement, this trade tariff resolution. I think it's wonderful because the Chinese have been taking advantage of these tariffs for many, many years now, close to a decade, maybe even slightly more, maybe like 12 years. But here's the thing. Trump, I think it's all about timing. And I don't know if the timing right now is really great for that. It would be best maybe to get past the COVID-19 and then get into the trade war. But it may be just political posturing. I'm not a really political guy. As you could tell, I'm more of a market guy. And I'm going to go with the guy who benefits Wall Street. And I'm going to tell you, Trump has really been helping out Wall Street quite a bit. He's been putting a lot of pressure on the Fed to keep rates low, central bank money. He wants a really bullish environment because he believes that's going to get him reelected. And it happens to probably be true. But again, I think I just think the timing for this COVID-19, I would love to see the economy moving back to where it was, less talk about COVID infections, stable global economy. Because look, the truth is, if China's not operating at 100% and if U.S. is not operating at 100%, all these agreements are going to be undermined, so to speak, in the future. So and also with the election coming up right now, the fact that if Democrats take the White House, this whole trade war can be completely resolved in a different matter. I think it would be best to leave it alone right now, to just shelve it for a while, pretend it didn't happen, kind of like what we're seeing with the wall. Anyway, the point is, that's what I've got for the global data today. We've got existing home sales. Now, last week, we had a major, major spike. Home construction, home sales, we had a surge to 4.7 million, and we're now looking to possibly surge again. We're already pre-COVID-19 levels. And the reason for that is this. A lot of people are moving. Interest rates are low. People are trying to refinance their home or buy a new home or move into a different area that's less, that has less COVID, that has less people, that's more rural and so forth. But there's a huge, huge influx in home sales. I was actually talking to a broker last week while we were filming here, and she was telling me that the area, the immediate area where I live in Ponte Vedra Beach in Florida, that it's that sales are just going through the roof. There was a home here in the area for sale for 4 years that couldn't sell, and it just sold. So things are moving up. So I'm looking for a positive report. And if that happens, that's going to drive up basic material stocks. Basic material stocks like Scott's Miracle-Gro, paint companies, decking, wood companies, all of these commodity prices are now going up because a lot of contractors are hoarding supplies. And not just hoarding supplies, if existing home sales are going up, that means construction, residential construction is moving up. That's another reason why this is happening. Right now, commercial real estate is dead. Usually, commercial real estate and existing home and residential real estate, they move together. But right now, what you're seeing is you're seeing a lot of activity in residential and almost no activity in commercial, or nothing positive in commercial. So that's also causing a lot of focus and a lot of money to be put into real estate, residential real estate, as opposed to commercial. For example, large companies right now, REITs, instead of buying commercial office space, they're buying condominiums, apartment buildings, and so forth and so forth. So that's changing the landscape and the focus. But this is really good because when people buy new homes, if you look at statistically, when people buy new homes or refinance homes, which is what they're doing now, they're taking money out at the lower rate and putting it back into their home. They use that money for remodeling, for buying cars. They spend that money. Usually when people buy new homes, they end up spending money as well. Also, a lot of people are not going on vacations, so they're saving that money. That's going into home repairs, appliances. I was showing you guys stocks that were moving up. Let me quickly go through this, actually. Let me go through, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. It's one thing to talk about something, and it's another thing to show you guys what I'm talking about. So, for example, UPS, FedEx, Whirlpool. Whirlpool is the largest appliance brand. If new home sales go up, don't you think people are going to be buying things from Whirlpool? And remember, it's not just Whirlpool brand. They own several brands. Let's see here. Tractor Supply Company. That's industrial. DHI Horton. That's a large manufacturer of homes. Fortune Brand Home and Security. You see the point I'm making? Pulte Group. Mosaic. These are United Rental. This is the S&P 500, and I just went through maybe the top 3%. There's a lot of home stocks in here. There's a lot of home stocks. So keep your eye on the housing market, on the industrial market, and on the recreational market. Because a lot of people, what they're doing is they still want to have fun, but they don't want to do it in groups. They want to do it alone. So RV sales, motorbikes, electrics, things that allow you to enjoy the outdoor, but not be in a group setting. So today is Friday, and on that note, I want to give you two really strong stocks that I'm really liking right now that are pulling back. And I'll give you the entry and the exit level for both of them. So the first stock is Fox Factory, all right? Now look at the performance. 1 year growth, 41%. 3 year growth, 175%. 5 year growth, 603%. 5 year revenue, 144%. Earnings, 209%. What do, you may ask? They design, manufacture suspension on mountain bikes, side-by-side vehicles, on-road vehicles, off-road vehicles, all-terrain vehicles, snowmobiles, specialty vehicles. So this is a company that deals with motorcycle parts, auto parts. And remember what I said, a lot of people are going off-roading right now. A lot of people are having fun in the end of the summer. They're just not doing it with other people. So if you look at the stock, this is a 1 year chart, but if you look at a 3 year chart, 5 year chart, the stock is making all-time highs. But you know what it's doing? It's pulling back right now. And what I'd like to see, it's at $103. I'd like to see it go down to about the $93, $94 level, and I would be buying it right around here, above the 50-day line. If it hits the 50-day line, I don't think I'd like it anymore, unless it bounces back like this. Just like this, just hits it and then bounces back. The odds are it'll come in the $90th level, and that's my buy level. Now, once it comes to the 90th level, I'm going to want it to take out all-time highs. So I'm going to look for a swing above the 114 level. So we're going to enter somewhere in the 90s and liquidate somewhere near 115 to 120 level. And if it breaks, if it goes into the twilight zone, which is the level between the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average, we cut it. We liquidate it. It has no business being there. I want to see this trend. So again, Fox Factory, Fox F. That's the ticker symbol, all right? I like this pullback. And the other stock is Quanta Services. And I mentioned this stock very briefly when we were going up here. This stock here, Fox F, it's a Russell 2000 stock. It's a smaller stock. But this power stock, PWR, Quanta Services, look at where it is on my S&P relative strength scan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th. It's the 12th stock. There's 500 stocks here. So we're talking about, top 1%, 2%, we're talking really strong stock. So if you look at the stock, you'll see that it's also pulling back. I'm not expecting a big pullback, but I'm expecting a pullback to the 45, 43 level, right around that level, 43, 46, 45. It's too high near the 50 level. But wait till it gets to the mid 40s and then buy it. And if it breaks the 50-day moving average, liquidate it. Maybe just by a slight, like if it breaks it a little bit like this and closes, leave it alone. But if it goes into the twilight zone, get out of it. Do not hold it into the 200-day moving average. If it breaks the 200-day moving average, it's a dog. So you probably want to get in somewhere in the $45, $44 level. It'll probably go there and fill this little miniature gap. It's going to fill this gap here between 48 and the $48 gap. Then it's going to fill this $43 gap, hopefully, or stick right around here. But I'm looking to buy around the 45 to the 43 level and liquidate if it breaks the $40 level. And once I'm in, I want to see it break above the 51 level. Probably go as high as 53, 52, but we want to see another swing high. So again, the first one is ticker symbol Power, and if you look at the profile of the company, you will see it's a leading specialized contracting service company delivering infrastructure solutions for electric power, oil and gas communication industries. Very, very fast growing sector. They are doing things the right way. They're dealing with infrastructure, communication, energy maintenance. This is not a pure power play on energy. This is more on the infrastructure, engineering, industrial. And what did I tell you? Industrial stocks are going to go up. Why? Because home sales are going up. Look at the 1-year return, 49%. 5-year return, 109%. Revenue is growing, earnings are growing. Look at earnings per share versus previous year and previous quarter. It's a solid stock. It's an S&P 500 stock, and it's a Russell 1000 stock, and it happens to be a very, very strong stock right now. So I like Quanta Services, PWR, and I like Fox F. Now, before I let you go, how does the thought of locking in virtually automatic deposits every 7 days sound to you? I'd love that. I mean, I'd love to just have a clockwork system that gives me money on demand every 7 days. Soon you'll be able to access a brand new method to earn weekly paydays from the markets that are worth, check this out, $3,000 plus. Isn't that something? Lance Ippolito, that's right, Lance Ippolito, you guys know who he is. He's revealing the strategy that allows the little guy, to cash in on certain stocks just like big banks do. All right? You want to trade like the big boys do. With just 2 clicks and 5 minutes a week, you can get thousands deposited into your account every 7 days. Folks, you really can't afford to miss this. You really can't. Lance Ippolito, he's an amazing trader. $3,000 plus trades. Deposit money virtually automatically every 7 days. 2 clicks, 5 minutes a week. You got me there. Click on the link below now so you can join him today. I'm going to be there. I want to check this out myself. This sounds really good. Thousands deposited into your account. Lance always working on something new. He's the Blitz tracker. Remember that. Lance is the Blitz. So click the link below to find how you can join him now. Do not miss out. And most importantly, enjoy your weekend. Bye, guys.